This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Monday, March 15th, 2021. The title of this rant is a once in a lifetime opportunity for the Democrats. True relief for the proletariat. So this country is in desperate need of tax reform. No doubt about it. In the most recent case here we have in 2019 that the U.S. government spent 21% of its money of the GDP was spent by the federal government, but they only collected 16.3% of GDP. So that money has to be recuperated at some point in time. And the Democrats, with their slim majority, has to go all out and do this for the proletariat. And I'm talking about we need to decrease the excessive loopholes that are out there for both corporations and for wealthy individuals. And by that, we need to dramatically increase the IRS, the budget, and also for the SEC, also to give them the teeth, the bite, to go after it and have the power to do it. None of this BS where Congress gives them a mandate to do something and then doesn't give them enough money so that they can do it. Need to increase the assessments on marginal rates, increase the assessments on capital gains, a new transaction tax on all stock trades or all heavy volume stock trades, secure the inherited wealth assessment so that, there was Sam Walton and he's got 3 or 4 kids. Each one of those kids is worth like 30 or 40 billion each. Let's not allow them to pass every single penny of their inherited wealth back down to their children, so to speak. And there's many, many more that can be done. But the idea is that this is something that only can be done by Democrats, because the Republicans are going to cry, Democratic wish list, tax and spend Democrats, et cetera, et cetera. And let's remember, when it comes to raising the minimum wage, they got no problem voting that thing down. All right. But when it comes to decreasing taxes on the rich, they're all over it. Reagan reduced taxes. I believe the marginal rates was 70%. He reduced it to like 35, 36%, some incredible amount. Baby Bush, had a tax bill before the Iraq War, tax cuts, and then he had tax cuts after the Iraq War, and he paid for the Iraq War with the credit card. Responsibility going on right there quite a bit. In meantime, we're paying way too much and not collecting enough, so to speak. And of course, Trump had his $1.9 trillion tax cut, which, a vast majority of that went to the absolute wealthiest in this country. And the thing is, what happens when you increase these assessments and you get the money in the government coffers, and the government's sole responsibility is to make life better for the people, the proletariat? Increases in education, increases in state and local governments, increases in infrastructure, increases in housing opportunities all across the nation, increases, let's hope, in unions, increases in, let's say, the need for a living wage for everyone. And when we talk about infrastructure, it's better transportation. When we're talking about infrastructure, we're also talking about the electrical grid. We're also talking about 5G. We're also talking about global climate change. We're also talking about Green New Deals as we invest in renewables here at home and make those available. And the thing is, again, we know that we can do it. We have the technology to do it. We have the power to do it, but we have to do it. And the thing is, the only power that will do it is the Democrats, because the Republicans will never, ever do anything in terms of tax reform. It's just cut taxes to the rich. That's all it is. This is a Democratic deal. This has to be done by the Democrats. It has to be done now, because you may not have that chance after 2022.